This game coverage on GrassRoots is presented by A&B Bank Aspen. A&B Bank commits each day to invest in you and your community. Last year, A&B Bank gave over $745,000 in community sponsorships and donations, supported over 800 organizational events, volunteered over 4,600 hours to support communities and to help those in need. Thank you to John Ward and all the kind folks at A&B Bank in Aspen for supporting Aspen Skier basketball and GrassRoots. You're watching Skier Basketball on the GrassRoots Community Network thanks to sponsorship from A&B Bank Aspen. A&B Bank is a true community bank with an unwavering commitment to excellence, helping each of its communities prosper through investment, sponsorship, philanthropy, and employee volunteerism. It is passion A&B has for banking that makes the difference. Getting ready for tip-off here on Friday night, January 17th. Starting lineup for Aspen features Braden Corpella, Aiden Lettingham, Noah Aiken, John Haysfield, and Lucas Lee. We got Captain Aiden Lettingham taking the tip. And Cedaredge controls the tip. Alex Barron at the top of the key. Strong drive and block. That's Cedaredge basketball. Strong defense that time by Noah Aiken as he rejected that drive to the paint. Cedaredge inbounds. Alex Barron controlling the tip. Passes. Strong drive, and that's a walk to Aspen Skiers basketball. You've got Braden Corpella in the backcourt. Corpella takes the ball up. He's only a sophomore, folks, and in the starting lineup. Good defense by Cedaredge. Aspen retains the basketball. Looking down low. Open from three. Beautiful pass. And that's 2 points for Aspen Skiers. That was Lucas Lee on the follow-up. Cedaredge basketball. Got it at the top. Driving. That's a walk, too. It's a second walk for Cedaredge. Aspen basketball gets the basketball back. Aspen's playing strong defense, forcing 2 turnovers early on. Braden Corpella with the ball. He brings it up and scans the defense. Passes over to number 21, who passes back at the top of the perimeter. Corpella for three. Oh, in and out with a rebound by Aspen, a strong bound, and a foul. We got Noah Aiken going to the line to shoot free throws. Really good offensive rebounding by Noah Aiken that time. It's his second board of the game, keeping a possession alive. Aiken waits to shoot his first free throw. Aspen is up 2-0 in the first quarter. Aiken's first shot from the free throw line is up and good. Wet. Aiken is one of the seniors on this Aspen Skiers basketball team. He's one of 5 seniors, but 4 playing tonight, as Captain Jonathan Woodrow is out with an injury. Second free throw. Up and good. Silky smooth that time by Noah Aiken. 4-0 Aspen Skiers over the Cedaredge Bruins. They press that time. Cedaredge breaks the press and kicks it out for 3. Shots up. No good. And we got a rebound by Aiden Lettingham. Lettingham kicks it out to Corpella. Corpella takes it up the court. He finds Noah Aiken, who drives and shoots. Misses. And a rebound by Cedaredge. Cedaredge point guard throws the ball down to number 11. And that is Cedaredge's first points of the game. It is 4-2 Aspen Skiers over the Cedaredge Bruins. Braden Corpella, the sophomore out of Aspen, is bringing the ball up the court. Kicks it out to Noah Aiken. Aiken's looking to penetrate. Aiken passes back to Corpella. Corpella passes down low. Strong drive and good pass. That's number 2 more points for the Aspen Skiers. It is now 6-2 Aspen over Cedaredge. Got Alex Barron scanning the defense as he brings the ball up, dribbles through his legs a little bit, kicks it out to the corner. Scanning. Pass, and it's a turnover as the Aspen Skiers get the ball back. Braden Corpella taking the ball up the court. He's looking. He finds Noah Aiken for three. Noah Aiken does not shoot that ball. He decides to drive instead. Beautiful drive, no good. Cedaredge gets a rebound. Alex Barron again with the basketball. Flashy dribbler, but don't see him penetrating too much. Jacob Brown has the basketball, passes back to Alex Barron. Alex Barron drives and misses. Shot falls off the side of the rim right there. Braden Corpella back with possession of the basketball. Coach Alex Schrempf is yelling out plays for his Aspen Skiers to run. I was talking to Alex before the game, and he says this team is a cohesive unit, and it's finally beginning to show on the basketball floor. Aiken for three, and he misses. That's an air ball right there. Nice attempt by Aiken. Alex Barron with the basketball. Alex seems to control the rock for this here Cedaredge Bruins team. Coming from 3 hours away on a snowy day to make it to this basketball game. He dribbles off his foot, no kick ball for whatever reason. And down low, and Cedaredge scores. It is now 6-4. Coach Alex Schrempf is not pleased with that play right there as it was let down in the defense. Got the ball back now. Good, nice give and go. And it seems to be a turnover. Oh, it's a jump ball here. Possession stays with the Aspen Skiers as they lost the tip. That was Braden Corpella right there getting tied up with Alex Barron. We got an inbounds down low. Lucas Lee will be passing in. Lucas Lee's looking, scanning, finds Corpella at the top. He shoots for three, and that is, just in and out. Good try by Corpella there. Foul on the Cedaredge Bruins. That brings, we got another inbounds. Lucas Lee again. And right now in the court, we've got Lettingham, Lee. Lee's looking, and he finds Noah Aiken. Back to Lee. Back to Aiken. Drives, stuffed. And it is Cedaredge basketball. That was strong defense right there as he didn't leave his feet. Cedaredge did have an advantage, but they decided to pull the basketball back. Oh, that was a bad pass right there. And a steal from Cedaredge by their point guard, Alex Barron, who gets the basketball back. And a layup, very nice underhand layup right there, reverse layup by Alex Barron. It is now 6-6. The Aspen Skiers are tied with the Cedaredge Bruins. Now Braden Corpella is bringing the ball back up for the Aspen Skiers. Passes out to Noah Aiken. Aiken scans, finds Lee. Back to Corpella. Corpella's double-teamed in the corner right now. And that is a turnover right there by Cedaredge's Alex Barron, who looks to run the floor. He finds number 20, and it is a must layup right there for the Cedaredge Bruins. And we got Lucas Lee out in transition. The Aspen Skiers looking to drive and take the lead, and that is good, and one. Good job right there by Lucas Lee from dribbling down the court and finishing with contact. It is now 8-6 Aspen Skiers with one from the line. We've got substitutions right now. Cedaredge taking out 4 of their starters and bringing in 4 subs. The Aspen Skiers are sticking with their starting 5 on the floor. Coach Schrempf must like what he sees so far from his Aspen Skiers as they are up 8-6 in the first quarter. Lucas Lee dribbles. Free throw is up. And good. Silky smooth stroke from the free throw line. Cedaredge is dribbling up the floor. He's scanning, dribbles through his legs, driving to the rack. And it's another turnover as Braden Corpella gets the ball back for the Aspen Skiers. He looks and finds Noah Aiken up ahead. Aiken pushes the defender off. All legal, gets his own rebound. And back up with it, misses again. And it is a tie ball. That ball will go to the Cedaredge Bruins. Possession with the Bruins as they will take the ball out from their own territory. We got a timeout here by Cedaredge Bruins coach. It is 9-6 Aspen Skiers here in the first quarter. This is Greg Landorf with bringing you this Aspen High Skiers basketball boys game on GrassRoots Community Network, thanks to funding from A&B Bank Aspen and additional funding from the Aspen Store. You're watching skier basketball on the Grassroots Community Network thanks to sponsorship from A&B Bank Aspen. A&B Bank is a true community bank with an unwavering commitment to excellence, helping each of its communities prosper through investment, sponsorship, philanthropy, and employment volunteerism. It is a passion A&B has for banking that makes the difference. Thank you to John Ward and all the kind folks at A&B Bank in Aspen for supporting Aspen skier basketball and Grassroots TV. You can watch Grassroots on Apple TV and Roku. Check out this game and other distinctly local programming on grassrootstv.org. Cedaredge brings the ball in, dribbling up the floor. Tough defense right there by Noah Aiken as he stayed with the point guard all the way up the floor that time. Cedaredge has the ball in their own territory. Dribble drive, shot from Cedaredge, and he misses. Another rebound by Noah Aiken. Kicks it out to Braden Corpella, who's driving, going up the floor. Crossover at the top, kicks it out into the corner. That's a three-point shot, misses, but a rebound by Aiden Lettingham, who dribbles down low, puts it back up, and misses again. And there's a foul that time for offensive rebounding on the Aspen Skiers. Cedaredge will take the ball out. Damon Hudson inbounds the basketball. Tough defense. They're pressing right now, and they get a turnover. Braden Corpella drives to the lane, and that's good for two. 11-6, Aspen Skiers, and we forces a timeout by the Cedaredge Bruins as the coach does not like what he sees right there. That was strong defense on the press. Good call by Coach Alex Schrempf to get his boys pressing as the basketball moved up the floor, causing that turnover and leading to an easy two-point basket. Your financial underwriting helps enable Grassroots to bring high school basketball, volleyball, and hockey events to the entire community. We'll let everyone know you support the kids, the school, and Grassroots when you become a Grassroots TV sports sponsor like Bowdoin Homes and A&B Bank and Aspen have this year. For underwriting opportunities, call Grassroots at 925-8000. We come back from the break. It is still 11-6 Aspen Skiers over the Cedaredge Bruins. Aspen seems to be playing good defense this night, which leads to points on the offensive end. Cedaredge inbounds the ball, and they're moving up the floor. Seem to be doing a little better with the press this time, although they are hanging back. This is close to a 10-second violation. They get the ball over the half-court line. Cedaredge dribbles, shoots from three, and he hits it. Sorry, that was a two-point basket that time by Cedaredge. Braden Corpella has the ball. It is now 11-8 Aspen over the Cedaredge Bruins. Corpella kicks out to Aiken. Aiken to Lucas Lee. Lucas Lee shoots, and he misses, but Braden Corpella's down low to get the rebound. Corpella kicks it back out to Lee. Lee finds Aiden Hemingsworth, who dribbles, and he just misses a layup right there. Tough defense. Aspen Skiers basketball. They'll be inbounding the ball down low. Aiden Lettingham is one of the captains on this Aspen Skiers basketball team. He's a force down low. He's been getting a lot of rebounds, just hasn't been able to put it back. Now we got Braden Corpella down to Aiden. Aiden out to Noah Aiken. Back up to Corpella. Corpella scans, and he walks that time. That's a walk by Corpella as he dragged his foot as he took another step. Cedaredge Bruins basketball. We've got Damon Hudson inbounding the basketball to Fabian Barron, who's a senior on this basketball team. Back to Barron, who struggles with the press but kicks it out to number 12, Colby Rupp. Colby Rupp dribbles. Oh, I don't know about that foul call, ref. We've got a bump foul, a blocking foul from number 44. That was a very ticky-tack foul call, and that would have been a turnover for the Cedaredge Bruins, and Aspen Skiers would have had the basketball back. Anyway, that's a foul. We've got 2 fouls so far for the Aspen Skiers and 3 fouls so far for the Cedaredge Bruins. The Bruins inbound the basketball, and another foul on the Aspen Skiers. Braden Corpella that time for a reach-in. So now we have 3 fouls, and it is 11-8 in the first quarter. This is Greg Landorf with Grassroots TV bringing you Aspen Skiers basketball. We've got Damon Hudson inbounding the basketball. Back to Fabian Barron. Barron back to Hudson. Hudson stays at the top. Nice crossover dribble. And that is a charge. That is great defense right there. Way to stand tough by Aiden. Aiden Lettingham right there takes a strong charge. Really good defense that time. And the possession arrow is with the Aspen Bruins. The Aspen Skiers. Sorry about that. Braden Corpella bringing the ball up the floor. Kicks the ball out to Noah Aiken. Aiken is double-teamed, and that is a turnover by the Cedaredge Bruins. And now we've got Fabian Barron with the basketball. As he looks down low, he finds Damon Hudson. Damon Hudson misses the layup right there, and Braden Corpella with the rock. Corpella takes his time up the floor, scanning. Corpella calls the play out. They get the call from Alex Schrempf, their coach, and Noah Aiken at the top of the key. Dribbles down low, passes off to Aiden Lettingham. Lettingham with the flush. That is a 2-point basket right there. It is 13-8 Aspen Skiers over the Cedaredge Bruins. They press, and Cedaredge is having some difficulty, and that is the end of the first quarter. It is 13 Aspen Skiers and 8 Cedaredge Bruins. This is Greg Landorf with GrassRoots TV. You're watching the GrassRoots Community Network, the nation's very first original community-operated, community-programmed, entirely locally funded television network. Watch GrassRoots on HD cable channel 880 from Aspen all the way to Glenwood Springs and streaming on the web at grassrootstv.org. Follow GrassRoots on Facebook so you never miss a live stream of Aspen Skiers athletics. Even if you don't have cable, you can still watch GrassRoots TV on free broadcast through the Roaring Fork, Crystal, and Frying Pan Valleys. It takes an antenna, some cable, and a digital television to receive 15 channels, including GrassRoots, Community Government TV, all 4 major networks in HD, PBS stations, and others for free forever. Your friends and family can always watch this basketball game and over 4,000 other permanently archived community programs online and on mobile devices. Subscribe to GrassRoots Community Network YouTube channel for live stream events like this basketball game in full HD community video archive. Students, alums, parents, sports fans, help out the school, the kids, and your community TV network by announcing football, basketball, hockey, or volleyball games on GrassRoots. Come on, maybe you could even do better than this. Call GrassRoots at 925-8000. At the beginning of the second quarter, we've got Aspen up 13-8. The ball will stick with Aspen since they lost the tip in the first quarter. Aspen is bringing the same lineup out onto the floor. They played all the minutes in the first quarter and are still out on the floor in the second quarter. Corpella kicks it out to Noah Aiken. Aiken dribbling past the three-point line, kicks it to Lucas Lee. Lucas Lee is looking to find Aiden. Kicks it back out to Braden Corpella, who finds Noah Aiken. Aiken passes back to Corpella. Ball into Aiden Lettingham. Lettingham with a strong drive and finish. It is 15-8 Aspen Skiers. Really nice back down there at that time by Aiden Lettingham. And a strong finish for 2. The Aspen Skiers now have their starters back in the game. As number 20, Jacob Brown, gets the ball at the top, kicks it back out to point guard Alex Barron. Alex Barron finds Owen Craig down low, and we have another foul on the Aspen Skiers. That's their 4th foul of this game so far. We're calling a reach-in foul right there. I don't know about that call, ref. It seems to be a little ticky-tack. We got number 20, Jacob Brown, inbounding the basketball for the Cedaredge Bruins. This is good defense by Aspen here on this inbounds. Kicks it out, finds Connor Brook at the top of the key. Brooks is one of the junior on this team. And he finds number 20, Jacob Brown. Brown being defended good. And he kicks it in. Very nice foul. Oh, we got an and one that time. And number 15, Alex Barron with the finish. It is now 15-10 with Alex Barron at the line looking for another one. We got a substitution here. Liam Foray comes in, number 11 for the Aspen Skiers, and number 44, Aiden Lettingham, comes out. So they're going with a smaller lineup now, hopefully to push the tempo a little bit more and maybe score some more points on the offensive end. Barron from the free throw line misses as a line drive free throw. Lucas Lee had the rebound, and now to Braden Corpella. Corpella scans the floor, finds Aiken. Aiken dribbles. Pass down low to Lucas Lee, and Lucas Lee shoots and misses, and it is a rebound by the Cedaredge Bruins with the point guard, number 15, Alex Barron, as a beautiful pass down low to Connor Brooks, who finds Isaac Blair at the top of the key, and he misses the basket. Rebound by Lucas Lee, and again, Braden Corpella with the rock. Crossover at the top. Kicks the ball out for 3, Liam Foray. That's an air ball right there. Foray just got into the game. Could be a little nervous still. And Coach Alex Schrempf saying exactly what I was echoing, saying give it a second, you just got into the game, no need to fire. A little trigger happy right there by number 11, who's now bringing the ball out as Cedaredge failed to stay in bounds on that rebound. He has He kicks it out to Noah Aiken at the top of the key, and there's a steal right there by Alex Barron. Barron takes the ball to the paint. Nice drive, and that is a foul on Noah. That is a foul on Noah Aiken right there. That didn't seem like contact right there. It seemed like the contact was enforced by the Cedaredge player, Alex Barron, as he took the ball to the basket. He had a straight arm out. I don't know how that call goes against the Aspen Skiers. However, it is a foul nonetheless, and we've got Alex Barron at the line shooting 2 free throws. Barron dribbles, looks, first free throw is up, and he misses. Hits the front of the rim and right back to him. We've got the score at 15 with the Aspen Skiers and 10 for the Cedaredge Bruins here in the second quarter. Barron is ready to attempt his second free throw. The ball is up and clanks off the iron right there. Rebound for the Aspen Skiers, number 20, Lars Pomeroy. Pomeroy kicks it out to Aiken. Aiken handling the dribbling duties right now instead of Braden Corpella. Finds Liam Ferre. Ferre with a steal. Aspen Skiers get the ball back, and that is an elbow right there. He caught guard Alex Barron right in the mouth right there. Number 20, Liam Pomeroy, throwing an elbow. It was unintended, but he did catch a Cedaredge player, Alex Barron, in the mouth. Barron shakes that off and comes back on the floor as he's getting directions from his coach right now about what play to run. Barron with the basketball for Cedaredge. He comes across the half-court line. Barron scans with a crossover dribble, and he shoots, and he misses. And that is Aspen Skiers basketball as the Cedaredge Bruins cannot come down with that rebound, deflecting off one of the players' hands, leading to the Aspen Skiers having the basketball. It is 15-10 here in the second quarter. Surprisingly, Aspen has 7 fouls so far in this game, while Cedaredge only has 4. Lars Pomeroy inbounds the ball to Noah Aiken, who's taking over the point guard duties right now with Braden Corpella on the bench. Aiken dribbles. He finds Lucas Lee, and that is a steal by the Cedaredge Bruins. Connor Brooks with the basketball, and that is a steal again for Lucas Lee for the Aspen Skiers. They get the basketball back. Lucas Lee dribbles up the floor with a crossover dribble at the top and a layup, but he can't finish that right there. It was a very strong take. We got a foul on the floor. That is on the Cedaredge Bruins. That foul is on number 3, Isaac Blair. Now Lucas Lee will inbound the basketball. Lee calls out a play, finds Lars Pomeroy at the top of the key. Liam Ferre looks a little frazzled. Back to Aiken for 3. A deep 3, just misses that time. Lars Pomeroy struggling for the rebound, does not get it. Cedaredge basketball as Alex Barron controls the rock for Cedaredge. Barron scanning the floor, finds number 3, Isaac Blair, who kicks it down low to Owen Craig. Beautiful pass, number 11, Connor Brooks, who flushes it in for 2. Really nice dribble drive right there by Connor Brooks and the Cedaredge Bruins. The score is now 15-12 with Noah Aiken controlling the rock for the Aspen Skiers. It's a lot of dribbling at the top of the key. Not a lot of points in the paint anymore since Aiden Lenningham came out of the game. Lucas Lee with a wet shot. That is 2 points for the Aspen Skiers. 17-12 now here in the second quarter. Cedaredge with the basketball. Kicks and finds number 12, Colby Rupp, who brings the ball back out. Finds number 3, Isaac Blair with a strong drive. Cannot finish, though, as number 3, Lucas Lee gets the rebound. Lee kicks it out to Aiken, who's controlling the point guard duties with starter Braden Corpella on the bench. Aiken finds Lars Pomeroy down low. Pomeroy misses, just hits off the rim right there. And number 20, Jacob Brown with the rebound. Now Alex Barron with the rock. Finds number 4, Owen Craig down low. Back to Barron. Oh, it looks like Barron walked there, and yes, he did. The refs blew the whistle a little late, but Alex Barron did walk. And it is 17-12, Aspen over Cedaredge in the second quarter. We've got substitutions now as some Cedaredge players need a breather. We got number 12, Colby Rupp in the game, and number 23, Fabian Barron. Noah Aiken is a versatile player, was originally playing playing the 2 or the 3 position, now playing point guard for the Aspen Skiers. Aiken at the top of the key, dribble drive, dishes it off. Beautiful look to number 12, John Hasefield, who's another senior on this team. Very nice look right that time by Noah Aiken. It is 19-12. And number 12, Colby Rupp with the basketball. Really good defense down low. We got strong defense now by the Aspen Skiers as they stay on the perimeter. Cedaredge with a 3, That is a missed shot right there, but Fabian Barron with the rebound. And Barron kicks it back out to Rupp. Rupp with a three, misses that shot. Very nice rebound by number 12, John Haysfield that time. Ball's back out to Aiken. Noah Aiken breaks the defense down, jump drive, and misses his shot, but gets his own rebound again. Back out to Lucas Lee, who kicks the ball out to Liam Foray. Liam Foray tries to find someone, kicks it back out to Aiken. They're looking to reset their offense here. As coach Alex Schremp calls in a play, Liam Foray gets the ball to number 20, Lars Pomeroy, kicks it back out to Aiken for three, just misses that shot, but a nice rebound by Lars Pomeroy, who kicks it back up for two. That is 21-12 Aspen Skiers, leading to a timeout by the Cedaredge Bruins. The GrassRoots Community Network is exactly that, a truly grassroots media hub. All programming on GrassRoots is created by the community, in the community, for the community. GrassRoots strengthens and ties our community together with programming by, for, and about the citizens and residents of our valley. If you would like to create your own show, volunteer, and learn about television production, or to financially contribute to keep programs like this on the air, contact Jeremy or John at 925-8000. GrassRoots is more than a TV station. It is a full-service community access video production facility open to all, providing production assistance and training and offering affordable public access cablecast, over-the-air broadcast, and internet distribution for locally created video content without censoring or interference. Again, this game coverage on GrassRoots is presented by A&B Bank Aspen. A&B Bank commits each day to invest in you and your community. Last year, A&B Bank gave over $745,000 in community sponsorships and donations, supported over 800 organizational events, volunteered over 4,600 hours to support communities and to help those in need. Thank you, John Ward, and all the kind folks at A&B Bank in Aspen for supporting Aspen Skier basketball and GrassRoots. Back to the action now with the Aspen Skiers up 21-12 here in the second quarter. This is Greg Landorf with GrassRoots TV, bringing you Aspen High skier basketball games on GrassRoots Community Network. Thanks to funding from A&B Bank Aspen and additional funding from the Aspen store. Cedaredge has the basketball. Fabian Barron with a walk right there. Cedaredge looked to bring the basketball to the basket, but failed to do so as he walked that time. Ball back in Noah Aiken's hands. Aiken, a steady presence at point guard with number 14, Braden Corpella, on the bench. Passes out to number 11, Liam Foray. Liam Foray stands with the basketball, finds Lars Pomeroy, who shoots, and he hits the basket. It's a nice two-point basket by Lars Pomeroy as the Aspen Skiers go up 23-12, and they're beginning to expand their lead. Number 12, Colby Rupp, has the basketball for Cedaredge, who kicks it out and finds Fabian Barron, who stands at the top of the key. Doesn't look like he wants to shoot. Passes back to Colby Rupp. And then it's another foul call. That's a reach-in foul on the Aspen Skiers. Number 11, Liam Foray. Was it an unnecessary foul, as he could have got his body in front of the player at that time. Cedaredge will be shooting now as Aspen is in the bonus. Cedaredge is in the bonus as Aspen is in the penalty now. Number 12, Colby Rupp, is at the line. First free throw is up, and he misses, and a rebound by number 20, Lars Pomeroy, who's been a steady presence down low. Liam Foray with the basketball, dribbling up the court, finds Noah Aiken. Aiken dribbles backwards, looking to find some room. Aiken continues to dribble, finds Lucas Lee for three. Lucas Lee misses his three-point shot, but gets his own rebound and bounces it off Colby Rupp, and the ball will stay with the Aspen Skiers. That's a heads-up play that time by number 3, Lucas Lee. Lee, impressively, is only a sophomore and starting on this team and has played every single minute so far in this basketball game. Lee looks to inbounds, finds Liam Foray at the top of the key, passes out to Noah Aiken behind the three-point line. Aiken still with the basketball, looking to bring the ball inside. He turns the ball over that time. Nice play by Alex Barron as he gets the ball out. Alex Barron and Fabian Barron are brothers, number 15 and number 23 on the Cedaredge basketball team. Number 4, Owen Craig dribbles. Number 12, Colby Rupp with the basket, and it's a foul on Lars Pomeroy. Owen Craig will be shooting 2 free throws for the Cedaredge Bruins, who are down 23-12 here in the second quarter. This has been a back-and-forth basketball game with Aspen beginning to assert their dominance. And number 12, Colby Rupp, stands at the free throw line. His first free throw is up and good. Sinks that shot. It is 23-13. It's a 10-point basketball game. Cedaredge might be down 10, but they are hanging just a little bit as Aspen looks to expand their lead. Cedaredge at the free throw line with one more. Colby Rupp is a small forward and a junior. Shoots and hits. And it's now 23-14. Rupp hitting both of his free throws that time for the Bruins before he gets taken out of the basketball game. Lars Pomeroy inbounds to Noah Aiken. Aiken dribbling up the floor as Coach Alex Schrempf calls out a play for his Aspen Skiers. We have Noah Aiken with the rock still. Dribbles to his right. Good defense that time by Alex Barron. Kicks the basketball back out to John Haysfield. Haysfield whips it around to Lucas Lee. Lucas Lee up with the jumper, misses. Rebound by the Cedaredge Bruins. Number 4, Owen Craig. Craig kicks the ball out to number 11, Connor Brooks, who misses. That's an air ball right there. Really good defense by Lars Pomeroy as John Haysfield gets the rebound and kicks the basketball out to Noah Aiken, their point guard, with number 14, Braden Corpella, still on the bench. It could be foul trouble. Number 11, Liam Ferre with the basketball. Lucas Lee kicks it to Noah Aiken. Aiken with the dribble drive. Number 12, John Haysfield up and misses. It's good defense as he scraps for that basketball, but Cedaredge with the basketball now. And we've got point guard Alex Barron, whose brother, Fabian Barron, is also on the basketball team. He's not on the floor with him at this given time. Alex Barron with strong defense by Lucas Lee. Barron, that looks to be a charge. That is a charge. Great take right there by John Haysfield, taking that charge. Way to give up your body for the basketball team, and the Aspen Skiers have the basketball back. It is the second quarter. They are up 23-14. The Aspen Skiers are up 23-14 on the Cedaredge Bruins here in the second quarter. Alex Schrempf gives some advice to his players. Alex, the son of Detlef Schrempf, interestingly enough, is coaching this Aspen High Skiers basketball team. Noah Aiken with 3 seconds left. Kicks it to Liam Ferre for 3. And misses. And that is the end of the first half here at Aspen High School as the Aspen Skiers are up 23-14 on the Cedaredge Bruins. The Aspen Skiers are going into the locker room right now as the Cedaredge Bruins are too. We will be back with you for the start of the second half. This is Greg Landorf. We're back with you for the second half as the Aspen Skiers are up 23-14 on the Cedaredge Bruins. It's an impressive first half by the Aspen Skiers as they move the ball well. Plenty of different players scored for the Skiers. And back out on the floor for the Aspen Skiers to start the second half is number 14, Braden Corpella, who had to sit all of the second quarter due to foul trouble. Number 12, John Haysfield, who's a senior, accompanied by Aiden Lenningham, one of the captains on this team. And the Cedaredge Bruins get the ball first. Point guard Alex Barron with the rock. Passes the ball to number 3, Isaac Blair. Blair at the top of the key, looking for a cut right there, could not find him. Back to point guard Alex Barron as he scans the floor. Back to number 3, Isaac Blair. Bair to Barron. Barron with a nice pass down low to number 4, Owen Craig. Up and under and finishes and one by Owen Blair. Nice take that time. And way to absorb contact and still finish by the Cedaredge Bruin, Owen Blair. The score is now 23-16 Cedaredge with Owen Blair at the free throw line looking for one more. That was impressive basketball that time as there was a little bit of give and go and the ball kicked back out and then back down low to Owen Blair, who finished with contact. Blair from the free throw line hits his foul shot. It is 23-17 as the Cedaredge Bruins creep back closer into this game. And we have the Aspen Skiers with the rock. Braden Corpella with the basketball, kicks the basketball out to Lucas Lee. Lucas Lee dribbling. It looks to be a carry. The refs do not call it. Lee did not find his dribble. Passes to Braden Corpella, who kicks it out to Aiden Lenningham. Lenningham with the shot just misses off the back edge of the back edge of the cylinder. Alex Barron with the basketball now for the Cedaredge Bruins. Kicks the ball out to number 3, Isaac Blair, who finds number 20, Jacob Brown. Brown now passes, and it is stolen by Lucas Lee. Lucas Lee trips and loses his dribble as Alex Barron gets the ball back for the Cedaredge Bruins, who are looking to come back in this basketball game. Number 11, Connor Brooks with the basketball, finds number 4, Owen Craig again. Craig with the shot, but he misses, and Lucas Lee with the rebound. It's a good grab as he came down with that rebound, came down in traffic for that rebound. Number 14, Braden Corpella scans the floor and calls out his plays, finds number 3, Lucas Lee. Lucas Lee dribbling at the top of the key. Finds number 12, John Haysfield. Ooh, almost an and one that time as Haysfield gets fouled and finds his way back to the free throw line. It is 23-17 here in the third quarter of this basketball game as the Aspen Skiers at the free throw line looking for two more. John Haysfield is one of the seniors on this basketball team as he stands at the free throw line. First free throw is up and a little too strong as it kicks off the back end. 23-17, the third quarter, the Aspen Skiers are ahead. Hayesfield at the free throw line again, looking for his second, hoping the second attempt is a little better than the first that time. The touch is up, and he misses off the front end this time, but senior Aiden Lettingham with the rebound, and he gets fouled on his way back up to the basket. Strong presence down low that time by Lettingham. Lettingham, as I was saying earlier, is a captain on this basketball team. His co-captain, Jonathan Woodrow, is out with the shoulder injury that he got skiing. Fairly fitting for this Aspen Skiers basketball team. Woodrow will be back in February as Lettingham dribbles at the free throw line, up with the first shot, and it's good. 24-17, Aspen Skiers over the Cedaredge Bruins. We've got a substitution. It's number 24. Jasper Thomas comes in for the Bruins. Lettingham at the line for his second shot, hoping to make it 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. And he does. Sinks that shot. Looking very confident in his approach as he steps back down the floor. Alex Barron with the rock now for the Cedaredge Bruins. Dribbling up the floor. Scanning, seeing who he has. It's a dangerous pass right there to Isaac Blair, who still has the ball at the top of the key as they're looking to penetrate. Kicks it out to number 11, Connor Brooks. Strong defense by Brandon Corpella, and Brooks steps out of bounds that time as he dribbles to the basket. Really good defense by Brandon Corpella as the Aspen Skiers get the basketball back, up 25-17 here in the third quarter. Corpella with the rock. Calls out his play as he dribbles up the floor. Kicks it out to Lucas Lee. Lee dribbles, kicks it out to Corpella, who's at the three-point line. That's a dangerous pass that time. Got lucky as it ricocheted off two Cedaredge Bruins players as they could not corral the basketball. Inbounds for the Aspen Skiers in their own territory. Number 3, Lucas Lee looks to inbounds the basketball, finds John Hayesfield. Hayesfield kicks it out to Noah Aiken. Aiken finds it down low. Nice pass to Aiden Lettingham. Lettingham with the easy two-point conversion. The easy two-point basket that time. Sorry, this is not football. This is basketball. And it is 27-17, the Aspen Skiers over the Cedaredge Bruins. Alex Barron now with the rock for the Bruins. He looks to thread the needle, but he cannot as there's a tie-up underneath. That was a really quick whistle that time by the referee, and the basketball goes to the Aspen Skiers. The Aspen Skiers looking to expand their lead as they have a 10-point lead now in the third quarter. And the basketball is Brandon Corpella, the point guard, and underclassman on this Aspen Skiers basketball team, as he's only a sophomore. Good presence for a sophomore. Lucas Lee gets the basketball off a ricochet. Back to Corpella. Corpella back to Lee. Back to Corpella. They're playing give and go right now with the basketball. The steal by Cedaredge. Really nice basketball play by number 20, Jacob Brown. Cedaredge is pushing. And that ball, I don't know about that call, ref. That ball looked to ricochet off of the Cedaredge Bruins, but Cedaredge will retain possession. Cedaredge on the baseline looking to inbounds the basketball. Jacob Brown finds Alex Barron at the top of the key. Barron with the dribble, looking to construct his offense. Number 3, Isaac Blair dribbles to the basket. Shot is up and no good. That is all aired that time. That was good defense by John Hayesfield. As Brandon Corpella takes the ball down the floor, finds his teammate Lucas Lee, and Lee gets fouled before the shot that time. That ball will be with the Aspen Skiers. The Skiers looking to inbound the basketball from the baseline as we have substitutions here for the Cedaredge Bruins. 3 new players are coming in. We got number 2, Kyle Parker, and number 30, Damon Hudson, as well as number 12, Colby Rupp. Lucas Lee looking to inbounds the basketball. Noah Aiken gets free, but he beautiful pass down to Aiden Lettingham. Lettingham with a 2-point flush. The score is now 29-17, Aspen Skiers, as they bring the lead back out to 12 points. The ball moves around for the Cedaredge Bruins. Back down to number 24, Jasper Thomas, up with a shot, and that is good. Nice shot that time by number 12, Colby Rupp, as the Cedaredge Bruins coach wants to take a timeout to talk to his players as they get back within 9. Coach Schrempf for the Aspen Skiers talking to his players right now, looking to get back on defense, looking to come together a little bit more as they seem to be a little out of sync here in the third quarter. This is Greg Landorf bringing you this Aspen High Skiers boys basketball game on GrassRoots Community Network. Thanks to funding from A&B Bank Aspen and additional funding from the Aspen Store. That is the end of the timeout as it is 29-20, Aspen Skiers over the Cedaredge Bruins here in the third quarter. Cedaredge looking to come back a little bit in this game. The game might be, Aspen might be up by 9, but Cedaredge feels to be a little bit closer in this basketball game. Aspen looks to inbounds and finds Braden Corpella, the leading presence at point guard for this Aspen Skiers team. Lucas Lee at the top of the key, dribble drive. He cannot find the basketball as he goes to lay it up that time, and he gets a double dribble. Since no one touched that basketball after it left his hand, it did not touch rim, and he regained possession and moved with the basket. That is a travel. Good call by the referee that time as Cedaredge looks to inbounds the basketball, and they do. Alex Barron with the rock. Barron dribbles through his legs, gets past the half-court line, dribbles through his legs again. A little fancy, but what can he do when he gets towards the basket? Kicks it out to number 2, Kyle Parker, who finds number 24, Jasper Thomas. Back to Parker for 3, and he misses that, but gets his own rebound. Very nice bound by the little Kyle Parker. Kyle Parker might be little, but he sure is mighty as he finishes that play, getting his own rebound and putting it back up for 2. Corpella drives, finds beautiful pass right there to Noah Aiken with a very nice take to the rim and an easy flush for 2. We've got Cedaredge with the basketball now as Aspen Skiers are up 31-22 over the Bruins. The Bruins are looking to inch back closer into this basketball game. Barron with the rock, looking to control his offense, drives, misses that shot, and over the back foul on Alex Barron, the point guard that time, getting a little overzealous, trying to make up for that fourth shot attempt. And Barron gets taken out of the game for his brother, Fabian Barron. Keeping it in the family at least, Coach. I see you. All right, the Aspen Skiers with the rock now, 31-22 here in the third quarter. Got point guard Braden Capella as he calls out the plays. Corpella, I apologize about that. Kicks it out to Noah Aiken, who has the hot hand so far for the Skiers, but dribbles him out of bounds. Lost that dribble that time and couldn't correct it before he came out of bounds. It is Cedaredge Bruins basketball. Now we have brother Fabian Barron with the rock, orchestrating the offense for the Bruins. Finds number 2, Kyle Parker, back to Barron. Barron drives, kicks it out to number 30, Damon Hudson, and then is a foul on the Cedaredge Bruins. Right there, blocking the baseline by number 44, Aiden Lettingham, who seemed to be in good defensive position that time. Not too sure about that foul call, as that is only the second foul of the half for the Aspen Skiers. A lot less fouls than they did in the first half, which is a good sign. However, Noah Aiken taking his first break of the game for number 20, Lars Pomeroy, who comes back in the game for the Aspen Skiers. Pomeroy Jr. played good in the first half, played well in the first half, having a few baskets and a strong rebounding presence. The Bruins look to inbounds the ball, and they get it in, and no, the ball stolen by Lucas Lee, who gets out in transition. Lee, and one! Lee with a strong finish with a man on his back. The score is now 33 for the Aspen Skiers and 22 for the Cedaredge Bruins as Lee looks at the free throw stripe, looking to get one more. Lee up with the free throw attempt and missed. It could have been a lane violation. It is a lane violation by number 2, Kyle Parker, as he couldn't keep his balance and crept over the territory. Another free throw for Lucas Lee. Lee's looking to convert on this second attempt. Lee up with the rock, and it is good. That lane violation comes back to bite the Cedaredge Bruins as the Aspen Skiers take a commanding 34-22 lead. The Cedaredge Bruins offense seems to struggle a little bit without point guard Alex Barron in the game. However, his brother, who's a senior on the basketball team, Fabian Barron, is controlling the offense. Number 12, Colby Rupp, stands at the top of the key looking for a play. They start moving the ball. Ooh, that looks to be a travel that time. Strong take, though, and he misses. Rebound by number 14, Braden Corpella for the Aspen Skiers. Kicks it out to Lucas Lee down low. Lee with a strong finish. That good time, good blocking foul. There's a blocking foul that time by the Cedaredge Bruins. Lucas Lee at the line for 2. We've got mass substitutions now for the Cedaredge Bruins, who are bringing in 4 players. Number 4, Owen Craig. Number 3, Isaac Blair. Number 11, Connor Brooks. Lucas Lee for his first free throw. Up and good. Shot was rather wet that time by Lee. And number 20, Fabian Barron, comes in for the Cedaredge Bruins. We're looking to get a little life to their team as they fall behind 13 now to the Aspen Skiers here in the third quarter. Lucas Lee at the line looking to convert, making it 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. And he does just that. Wet with that basketball shot. Very strong presence that time by Lee at the charity stripe. Back to Barron now for the Cedaredge Bruins as they bring the ball up the floor. Barron kicks it out to number 3, Isaac Blair. Blair at the top of the perimeter. Finds Barron. And then it's a turnover. Lars Pomeroy intercepted that pass. Very nice play by Pomeroy. Kicks it out to Braden Corpella, who stands with the rock, driving, looking to orchestrate his offense. He's double teamed now. Kicks it out to Lars Pomeroy, who's down low, and he misses and he loses the ball. Number 20, Fabian Barron. Number 20, Jacob Brown with the basketball. Now it's a 23. Fabian Barron loses the ball that time as he was looking to find number 3, Isaac Blair, but could not do so, and the ball traveled out of bounds. As the score is 36 Aspen Skiers, 22 Cedaredge Bruins here in the third quarter at Aspen High School. Aspen High School might be known a little more for their hockey and skiing presence. However, this basketball team under coach Alex Schrempf is looking strong in his 4th year as coach. Again, this team is becoming more of a cohesive unit, playing off one another, and you can see the results here as they're up 36-22. Lucas Lee with the rock now. Lee dribbles, shoots, and Lee hits 38-22. That's a pretty play that time by Lee. Fabian Barron with the rock now for the Bruins as they are down 16. Barron with the basketball, kicks it to number 20, Jacob Brown. Brown surveys the floor, shoots from 3. I don't know what he's doing right there, as that was not a great shot. Number 4, though, however, Owen Craig with the rebound and puts the basketball back up. That is 2 points for the Cedaredge Bruins, who even though on the road have a strong fan presence here at Aspen High School. They traveled 3 hours for this game in this heavy snow tonight, and that is a 3-point field goal by Lucas Lee for the Aspen Skiers, bringing this lead out to 17 now, 41 for the Aspen Skiers and 24 for the Cedaredge Bruins. And time is running down in the third quarter. Strong defense here, and that is a turnover. The ball needs to stop right there. However, the ball will stay with the Bruins. Looking for last-minute subs as Kyle Parker comes into this game for Fabian Barron. The Cedaredge Bruins will have to get this shot off quickly if they want to score again in the third quarter. The inbounds play, still out on the perimeter. Number 11, Connor Brooks, has a hot hand so far. Ooh, good save there by Owen Craig, that is a backcourt violation, and the ball will be with the Aspen Skiers in the waning seconds of the third quarter. Lars Pomeroy looks to inbound. Finds his point guard, Braden Corpella, who calls out a play at the top. Finds number 11, Liam Ferre, who back to Pomeroy, back to Lucas Lee in the corner, back to Braden Corpella from 3, and he misses off the front edge, but Lucas Lee with the rebound and 1! That's a great play that time by Lucas Lee for your Aspen Skiers. Lucas Lee having a huge third quarter right now, as he's looking to bring this lead to 20 points as the third quarter winds down. Lee is only a sophomore, and is certainly the star player of this game so far. Lee misses from the charity stripe. However, Lars Pomeroy looks to rebound the ball, cannot bring it back into bounds, and the Cedaredge Bruins have the basketball. Kyle Parker dribbling up the floor. Parker looks to drive, finds number 11, Connor Brooks, who kicks the back ball out to Jacob Brown, who hits a 3. Very nice possession that time. He's fouled from 3. That will be 3 free throws. It's a costly mistake for the Aspen Skiers. 3 and a foul. That is a 4-point play as he's looking to convert Jacob Brown, the junior, at a Cedaredge. Brown hit a 3 and was fouled and is now at the free throw line looking to add 1 more before the end of the quarter here. As the Cedaredge Bruins inch back a little bit closer. They're down 16 right now with 1 coming. The shot is up, and it is no good. Braden Corpella with the basket, heaves it downfield, down court, and cannot convert. That is a strong quarter by the Aspen Skiers as they are up 43-27 on the Cedaredge Bruins. This is Greg Landorf bringing you this Aspen High Skier Boys basketball game on GrassRoots Community Network. Thanks to funding from A&B Bank Aspen and additional funding from the Aspen Store. This game coverage on GrassRoots is presented by A&B Bank Aspen. A&B Bank commits each day to invest in you and your community. Last year, A&B Bank gave over $745,000 in community sponsorships and donations, supported over 800 organizational events, volunteered over 4,600 hours to support communities and to help those in need. Thank you very much to John Ward and all the kind folks at A&B Bank in Aspen for supporting Aspen Skier Basketball and Grassroots. You're watching Skier Basketball on the Grassroots Community Network thanks to sponsorship from A&B Bank Aspen and additional funding from the Aspen store. A&B Bank is a true community bank with an unwavering commitment to excellence, helping each of its communities prosper through investment, sponsorship, philanthropy, and employee volunteerism. It is a passion A&B Bank has for banking that makes the difference. And just as a reminder, you can watch Grassroots on Apple TV and Roku. Check out this game and other distinctly local programming on grassrootstv.org. And again, students, alums, parents, sports fans, help out the school, the kids, and your community TV network by announcing football, basketball, hockey, or volleyball games on Grassroots, just like I'm doing today. Come on, you might be able to do better than this. Call Grassroots at 925-8000. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter now with the Aspen Skiers up 43-27. Coach Schrempf is sticking with the same five he had on the floor to end the third. That is Lucas Lee, Liam Ferre, number 12, John Hasefield, Liam Pomeroy, and Braden Corpella. The Bruins get the ball at the start of the fourth quarter. Number 3, Isaac Blair dribbles, finds Barron. Barron kicks it back out to Jacob Brown. Brown cannot convert that time. Strong rebound that time by Braden Corpella as he looks to bring the ball back up the floor. Corpella calls out a play. Finds Liam Ferre. Ferre looking. Ferre with the basketball. Dribbling into traffic. Finds Lars Pomeroy. Pomeroy cannot convert. However, John Hasefield with the rebound, and that is out of bounds on the Cedaredge Bruins. The ball stays with the Aspen Skiers as Coach Alex Schrempf calls out plays from the sideline. Lucas Lee looks to inbound the basketball. Finds Liam Ferre. Ferre with a pass, a little bit errant to Corpella, but he still maintains possession. Corpella calling a play again. Finds Lucas Lee. Lucas Lee dribbling. Back out to Corpella for three. And that is wet. Corpella, and he gets hit. Really strong shot that time for Corpella as he hits a three as the Aspen Skiers go 46-27. Alex Barron brings the ball back up the floor for the Cedaredge Bruins. Number 12, Colby Rupp with the basketball. That is a steal by Brandon Corpella. Corpella with a strong finish and one! Beautiful play that time by Brandon Corpella as the Aspen Skiers are beginning to run away with this basketball game. It is now 48-27. Corpella with a strong finish that time after a steal, absorbing contact and finishing. Corpella, just like his teammate Lucas Lee, are both sophomores and leading this team, this Aspen Skiers basketball team. Corpella looking to finish his three-point play. From the line up, and that free throw is good. 49-27 now, Aspen Skiers over the Bruins. This game is getting to be a little bit out of hand as it is a 22-point lead in the fourth quarter. The Bruins have the basketball. Jacob Brown passes to Colby Rupp. Brown with the rock, back to Rupp. Down low now to Jasper Thomas. Passes it out to Brown. Brown to Rupp. Rupp to Barron. The ball movement is good. However, they're not moving the ball towards the basket. It seems to be away. This is good defense by the Aspen Skiers. Rupp drives. Picks it out to Barron. Barron back to Rupp. Rupp for the shot. And hits. That was good possession that time by the Bruins, who inch back a little bit closer now, 49-29. Braden Corpella with the rock for the Aspen Skiers. Down low to John Hasefield, who finishes. Beautiful ball movement that time and an easy finish for two as the Aspen Skiers are up 51-29. And Alex Schrempf looks to get some of his players now time in this game as number 5, Sloan Hamill, will come into this basketball game at the next break. The Bruins with the rock, and that is a walk that time by number 3, Isaac Blair. In possession back to the Aspen Skiers. We've got number 23, Luke Hollander, number 5, Sloan Hamill. Into this basketball game. So only 2 substitutions that time. However, this is Luke Hollander's first minutes along with Sloan Hamill. Braden Corpella at the point, dribbling down low, finds number 23, Luke Hollander, who kicks it to Lucas Lee. Lee is double-teamed. Lee tries to find Hollander, but the pass deflects off his hands, and the Bruins get the ball back. Strong take that time, and one by Alex Barron. Really good drive that time by Barron. Gets into a collision with Liam Foray, who seems to be a little bit dazed. Foray made the contact that time with point guard Alex Barron, who's a lot bigger than him. He seemed to come down on his head and seems to be a little shaken up as he walks back to the bench. Foray and Barron exchanging words, shaking each other, patting each other on the chest that time, so there's no bad blood whatsoever. And we've got senior Jack Siemens coming into the basketball game. Gets a standing ovation from the crowd as they like to see their senior play here at home. Misses the free throw. And they corral their own rebound. Misses from three. And that is a foul on the Cedaredge Bruins, giving the basketball back to the Aspen Skiers. Got the Aspen Skier cheerleaders working very hard this evening, cheerleading for both the women's and the men's basketball games. Cedaredge just fouled into the bonus, bringing the Aspen Skiers to the free throw line. So the Aspen Skiers are in the bonus. Cedaredge with 9 fouls here now in the second half. Braden Corpella at the free throw stripe. Up with his first shot, and hits, leading to his second shot as that was a 1-1. Corpella finishing this game very strongly. Corpella with the second free throw. Up, and good. Steady touch that time from the free throw line. Only a sophomore, very impressive performance. The Cedaredge Bruins have the basketball back, down 22 here in the fourth quarter. Will they start shooting threes or stick to more conventional basketball and go with the open shot? Number 11 that time, Connor Brooks, passes the basketball out to Jacob Brown, who hits a three in the corner. That is Brown's second three-pointer of this basketball game. Braden Corpella now with the basketball for the Aspen Skiers, and that is an errant pass that is picked off by the Cedaredge Bruins. Point guard Alex Barron, that was a walk that time. Although we gave him an and one. That seemed to be 100% of a walk. The ref did not call it and called contact and one. As the Bruins are coming back in this basketball game, it's now 53-36, and they'll be looking to add one more. Barron, who's played a very good game tonight from the point guard position for the Cedaredge Bruins, is at the charity stripe. Barron hits his free throw despite jeers from the fans. Skiers basketball, as coach Alex Schrempf calls a timeout, does not want to see this lead dissipate. You're watching the GrassRoots Community Network, the nation's very first original, community-operated, community-programmed, entirely locally funded television network. Watch GrassRoots on HD Cable Channel 880 from Aspen to Glenwood Springs and streaming on the web at grassrootstv.org. Follow GrassRoots on Facebook so you never miss a live stream of Aspen Skier athletics. Even if you don't have cable, you can still watch GrassRoots TV on free broadcast of the Roaring Fork, Crystal, and Frying Pan Valleys. It takes an antenna, some cable, and a digital TV to receive 15 channels, including GrassRoots, Community Government TV, all 4 major networks in HD, PBS stations, and others for free forever. Your friends and family can always watch this basketball game and over 4,000 other permanently archived community programs online and on mobile devices. Subscribe to GrassRoots Community Network YouTube channel for live stream events like this basketball game and a full HD community video archive. I'd like to thank A&B Bank Aspen. A&B Bank commits each day to invest in you and your community. Again, this game coverage on GrassRoots is presented by A&B Bank with additional funding from the Aspen store. It is 53-37, Aspen over Cedaredge in the fourth quarter. The Cedaredge players are coming back out on the floor as Alex Schrempf had a little bit of time to talk to his players. Aspen coming back out on the floor now, looking a little bit rejuvenated after the break. We got number 5, Sloan Hamill, bringing the ball in to point guard Braden Corpella. Corpella, the steady presence for the Aspen Skiers, kicks the ball out to number 2, Jack Siemens. Siemens with the rock, passes it to number 23, Luke Hollander. Hollander back to Corpella. Corpella to Siemens. Siemens looks to kick, passes the ball out, back to Hollander. And now Lucas Lee gets fouled as he was on the perimeter. And since they are on the bonus, they will be going to the free throw line. That is 10 fouls now on Cedaredge in the second half. He will now be getting 2 free throws this time since they are in the double bonus. Lee up with his first shot, sinks it to go up 54-37 in the fourth quarter. The standout players of this game have been number 3, Lucas Lee, and his counterpart, Braden Corpella, the 2 guards on this Aspen Skiers basketball team. Lee a little strong with the second free throw attempt. However, it is ricocheted back down to Sloan Hamill. Hamill back out to Lee, and Lee finishes with a pretty jumper. Cedaredge bringing the basketball up the floor now. Got number 11, Connor Brooks, surveying the floor. Connor Brooks drives out of control, and the ball is turned over to number 5, Sloan Hamill, who looks to have the rock. He's pushing, and a pretty finish. Sloan Hamill with a beautiful take and finish to the basket. Really nice drive that time by Hamill. Fabian Barron kicks the basketball out to number 20, Jacob Brown, who gets fouled that time by Braden Corpella. No, the foul is actually underneath on Jack Siemens, a loose ball foul that time on Connor Brooks. Cedaredge will inbounds the basketball, and there's another substitution bringing 3 players onto the floor looking for fresh bodies to hopefully come back in this basketball game as we are in the fourth quarter and they are down 21. It seems to be a little unlikely. Cedaredge inbounds. Gets the basketball to number 12, Colby Rupp on the perimeter. Down low to number 30, Damon Hudson, who cannot finish that time but is fouled and will shoot 2 free throws. Sloan Hamill a little overzealous on that defensive basketball possession. So we have number 30, Damon Hudson, a senior at a Cedaredge from the free throw line. Spins the ball in his hand as he takes his first attempt. Basketball's up. And he misses off the front edge of the rim. Some might call that a brick. Damon Hudson again shoots, and no good. The ball off the back edge of the rim and hits the backboard. Out to Braden Corpella, who brings the ball up the floor now for the Aspen Skiers. Corpella passes the ball off to number 23, Luke Hollander, who travels. Hollander brushing that travel off. Gets reinforcement from his coach telling him that he is good. Now we've got the Barron brothers for the Cedaredge Bruins. And again down low to number 30, Damon Hudson, who will be shooting 2 more from the charity stripe. It is 58 Aspen Skiers to 37 the Cedaredge Bruins here in the fourth quarter. Damon Hudson at the charity stripe. First free throw attempt is up and good. Hudson, who missed 2 out of 2 free throws last time, converts this time on his first free throw attempt. Seems to have a little bit of a steadier stroke this time. Hudson up again and hits, going 2 for 2 after going 0 for 2. Very impressive visit that time to the foul line. The Aspen Skiers have the ball. Braden Corpella crosses over. Ball back with Corpella. Corpella now out to Siemens. Behind the three-point line, Lucas Lee now with the rock. Up and good! Way to penetrate that defense that time as Lee stayed in the middle and had a clear look at the basket as he converted. Barron now with the basketball for the Bruins. Ooh, almost traveled that time. Kept his pivot foot down. Now we got number 12, Colby Rupp with the basketball. Down to number 4, Owen Craig. Craig up and is fouled. Cedaredge is getting to the line now. Unnecessary fouls from the Aspen Skiers as they're up 21 in this basketball game. No need to give them easy points from the charity stripe. That is exactly what the Cedaredge Bruins are looking for. Time to stop and to get back into this game from the free throw line. We've got number 4, Owen Craig, a senior. Hits his first free throw, 60-40. And now with the game getting back to 20, we have substitutions. Alex Schrempf brings in number 21, Noah Aiken, and number 20, and number 20, Lars Pomeroy. Really strong game as the stars of the game tonight, Lucas Lee and Braden Corpella, both come out of this basketball game to a standing ovation. And the Cedaredge Bruin player, Owen Craig, hits his basket, and there's a timeout as the score is 60-41 here in the fourth quarter. This is Greg Landorf bringing this Aspen High Skier boys basketball game on GrassRoots Community Network. Thanks to funding from the A&B Bank Aspen and additional funding from the Aspen Store. This game coverage on GrassRoots is presented by A&B Bank Aspen. A&B Bank commits each day to invest in you and your community. Last year, A&B Bank gave over $745,000 in community sponsorships and donations, supported over 800 organizational events, volunteered over 4,600 hours to support communities and to help those in need. Thank you very much to John Ward and all the kind folks at A&B Bank in Aspen for supporting Aspen Skier basketball and GrassRoots. You're watching Skier Basketball on the GrassRoots Community Network thanks to sponsorship from A&B Bank Aspen and additional funding from the Aspen Store. A&B Bank is a true community bank with an unwavering commitment to excellence, helping each of its communities prosper through investment, sponsorship, philanthropy, and employee volunteerism. It is the passion A&B Bank has for banking that makes the difference. And the Bruins come back out on the floor, down 19 in the fourth quarter. And the Aspen Skiers are finally breaking the huddle and coming back out onto the floor. Again, the stars of the night, Lucas Lee and Braden Corpella, are out of the game, getting a rest, a well-deserved rest, after a very impressive effort. The Aspen Skiers inbound the basketball. Back to Noah Aiken. Aiken looks like to break the press, and they do so easily. And the Skiers dribble now. Ooh, moved his feet a little bit, Sloan Hamill, but Hamill gets the ball back to Aiken. Aiken to Siemens. Siemens on the drive, a little out of control and misses, unfortunately. The rebound by the Cedaredge Bruins. Alex Barron, their point guard, bringing the ball up the floor, looking to take it, and he's out of control, and that is a turnover. Jack Siemens making up for the last attempt, converted and get with the rebound that time. Very strong play, and is fouled. That will be 2 free throws. Jack Seaman, one of the seniors on this basketball team, at the free throw line. Cedaredge still substituting late into this game as they look to bring in 2 players after this first free throw attempt. First free throw by Siemens is up. A little bit of a rainbow there that time, and did not fall down into the basket. Hit off the front edge of the rim. A little short that time by Siemens. The crowd seems to be rooting hard for Siemens as he is a senior and puts in a lot of tough work. Siemens up with the free throw, and he misses off the front edge of the rim that time, but rebound by Sloan Hamill. Hamill up and good! Hamill doing the dirty work that time under the basket and finishes with 2. The Bruins back with the basketball now. Funny enough, Alex Schrempf, the coach on the Aspen Skiers, played his college basketball for the UCLA Bruins. Now he's coaching against the Bruins as the head coach of the Aspen Skiers. Noah Aiken that time with the rock, passes to Jack Siemens, who's double-teamed. He passes back across the court. Risky pass to Aiken. Aiken with the rock. And rebound and passes the ball off to Luke Hollander, who goes off the bank. The bank is still open late in Aspen as Hollander converts for 2. But they fail to get back on defense, and number 20, Jacob Brown with that basket. The score is now 64-43. The Aspen Skiers are ahead. Timeout that time. Timeout by Coach Alex Schrempf as Noah Aiken was in trouble in the backcourt. It's a smart timeout. Brings the ball a little closer up towards half court so you don't have to worry about a backcourt violation. The Skiers still playing hard in this basketball game and are ahead 21 points as a result. The score is 64-43 here in the fourth quarter at Aspen High School. It's a tough trip for the Bruins, who came here from about 2 to 3 hours away in a snowstorm. Although their girls' basketball team did take care of business earlier, had the men not experiencing the same fate. The Skiers will inbound the basketball. That is Luke Hollander looking to use his height on this inbounds. Passes it to Noah Aiken. The ball's deflected. Aiken cut off on the edge. Back to Hollander. Hollander not looking too confident in his dribble that time. Oh, wow. Broke the press. A little fortunate to do so. And that is a walk by Noah Aiken as he takes the ball to the rack. Turnover by the Aspen Skiers. We have more substitutions by the Cedaredge Bruins. Cedaredge inbounding the basketball. The point guard, Alex Barron. Barron almost stolen that time by Noah Aiken, and it is stolen by Noah Aiken as the ball deflected off of the Cedaredge Bruins player. The Barron brothers are back on the court for the Bruins, who are down 21. Luke Hollander with the inbounds, this time not getting deflected to Noah Aiken. Aiken passing to Siemens, breaking the press with ease that time. Siemens a little out of control with this pass, and the ball is out of bounds. Siemens has his hand on his head, not believing what just happened. It's one mistake, it's more than okay. It is the game of basketball. Cedaredge looking to inbounds the basketball now. Alex Barron with the rock. Passes number 12, Colby Rupp, who passes back to Barron, who passes that to Brown, and that ball is off the front edge of the rim. Aspen Skiers basketball with Noah Aiken controlling the point guard duties with Braden Corpella out of the basketball game. Siemens has the rock now. Back to Noah Aiken. Aiken in the corner to Hamill. Hamill to Siemens. Siemens with a shot. Oh, it's just off the back edge of the rim. But Luke Hollander with a strong board and goes up for two and a strong finish. Really impressive play by Luke Hollander that time. Not giving up on the basketball play and finishing with 2 points. It is now 66-43. The Aspen Skiers are up in dominant fashion here in the fourth quarter as the quarter winds down. Brown with another three-point shot. Misses. Number 4, Owen Craig gets the rebound. And that ball ricochets off of a Bruin, and it is Aspen Skiers basketball. Alex Barron looks to be limping a little bit for the Cedaredge Bruins. Number 23, Luke Hollander inbounds to Siemens. That press was sloppy that time by the Bruins as the Skiers got down the floor with ease. However, they double-teamed Noah Aiken and got a turnover. Number 20, Brown, kicks out to Owen Craig, and he misses the basketball off the front end. Pomeroy out and wisely takes the ball out instead of going back towards the basket as time is winding down in this basketball game. That is unsportsmanlike for the Cedaredge Bruins as the Aspen Skiers were trying to, and Cedaredge scored 2 meaningless points at the end of this basketball game, making it 66-45, a very impressive victory for the Aspen Skiers. That is all we have now from GrassRoots TV. This is Greg Landorf bringing you the Aspen High Skier Boys basketball game on GrassRoots Community Network. Thanks to funding from A&B Bank Aspen and additional funding from the Aspen Store. The Aspen Skiers won convincingly 66-45 here Friday night in Aspen High.